Hello everyone. So in previous video we saw that how we can check the matrix that is entered by the user or the two-dimensional array that is entered by the user is symmetric or not. In this video we will be finding the sum of diagonal elements present inside the array. Like if I have to take one matrix like 4, 3, 6, 1, 5, 9, 0, 3, 8. Then if I have to find the sum of diagonals, that is, this is first diagonal which we call as left diagonal, and this is another diagonal which is right diagonal, and we have to calculate the sum of these two diagonal elements. If I see this is 4 plus 5 plus 8, the sum of left diagonal is 17. And if I see this way, then sum of right diagonal elements is 11. So we have to print these two values. Earlier I taught that whenever we take input or whenever we solve programs related to two-dimensional array, then always make use of this index numbers of the array. These are the index of columns and these are the index of my rows. Now how will we find the sum of left diagonals? So 4 is having address as 0 and 0. 5 is having address as 1 and 1. And 8 is having address as 2 and 2. So we can see that both the values are same, 0 0, 1 1 and 2 2. So we can simply write the condition as if my value of I and j are same, this is our row which I usually take as I, and these are my columns which I usually take as j. If both my values like this are same, then what I will do? I will take one variable left and I will add those values using shorthand assignment operator with the values present at that particular index of I and j. So this statement will keep on adding the values when value of I is equal to value of j, that is always present in left diagonal. Now we cannot use else if over here. We have to make use of another if only. The reason we cannot use else if because this element is common in both left diagonal and right diagonal. So in first condition, when 1 and 1 is matching, this element would be counted for this if and not will be considered for the else if statement. So the value of this center element would only be added in left diagonal and not in right diagonal, or whichever diagonal statement we have written at the first. So for that we have to make use of if statement. Now if we see the index position of 6, that is 0 and 2, of 5 is 1 and 1, and of 0 is again 2 and 0. So we can find the similarity between these elements, that addition of these two values is 2, which is 1 less than the length of either row or column. So for this we have to make use of statement like I plus j, is it equal to 2? If this is the condition, what I will take? I will take one variable right. I will use shorthand assignment operator and add the values of that index in this right variable. And then simply after the tracing of the whole array is done, outside that we will print the value of our right and left sum of the diagonals. Now let's see the output in BlueJ. So I have created diagonal sum class. Here I have taken the scanner class to take input of the elements of the array. This statement will print the elements of array in matrix form. Then I have created sum method which will add the elements present at left diagonal and right diagonal, whose logic I explained before. And then outside this tracing I will simply print left diagonal sum and right diagonal sum. Main method just to call the above two methods. If I'll compile, then it will ask us to enter the elements of the array. I will take elements as 4, 3, 8, 9, 5, 7, 0, 5, 3. If we check 4 plus 5 plus 3, this is 12. So we are getting sum of left diagonal as 12. 8 plus 5, that is 13. And we are getting the right diagonal sum as 13. So this is how we can perform actions over two-dimensional arrays. If you have any other query related to this program, then you can definitely ask your query in comment section. And if you have any other questions that you are not able to solve on the topic related to arrays, then you can definitely send your questions on my mail ID. I will try to make a video on it. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.